it's me again. So really, really awesome news. First of all, I was gonna plant beans in this bed. I found somewhere else to plant them. So I have another entire bed. I can plant whatever I want. I wanted to show you guys this. So I moved what is going to have one, two, three, the miniature pumpkins. This is gonna be one of the pumpkin patches. And it looks a little weird, but I am charging the battery for the leaf blower. So I'm going to leaf blow everything back here. As you can see, I started to. And hey, little lizards, y'all are gonna have a new home set up soon. I'm gonna stack these differently. I'm gonna actually stack them up against here. So whenever these do vine, they won't try to vine like in between the boards and get in our neighbor's yard. This will kind of be a stone wall for them to just bump up against and just let them vine out all through here on this stone part. And then I don't have to like put anything too complicated down on this. I could put a tarp if I want to, but because the stones are already so nice, I think it would be a good balance. They can vine out of this container, and I'm gonna fill it up all the way to the top with dirt, so it'll be easier for it to vine out. And it'll just kind of vine out in this general area and just hang around the stone place instead of possibly vining out into the grass, or like I said, vining into their yard. But I figured out a new spot to put the beans. I'm so excited. I got a lot of work ahead of me, but it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work great. So as you can see over here on this side, I've already put 2 stakes to see if it'll work. I think it will. So I'm actually going to twine, either twine some sort of rope, or I think I have some sort of plastic piece that has like a little like checkered design, like little squares, and just kind of like line right there with it. And then get, of course, some sort of potting dirt down, so it's not just being planted in sand. It'll have some good nutrients already. And put a little bit of dirt there, get the seeds, start them, get them pretty strong and healthy, and then plant them right here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these stakes, and either I could just line them through here, make a square. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking of lining it through here, getting the leaf blower, blowing all the leaves and dirt and mulch and such away so I can have a good base, and plant those in this area, which is so great. And then of course I've been thinking back over here, the morning and like 1, 2, 2:30 sun is really heavy right around here. So putting some more pumpkins. So I can have pumpkins over here, pumpkins up there, beans over there, and then all the other veggies up there in the raised beds. And of course that means I have this entire bed now. I can do whatever I want. Even considering like this pot of basil, I could easily plant it here in the ground or in the raised bed and get it off the ground. So have one less potted plant to pile up over here. Have it in the bed. I could plant more carrots because Holly loves carrots, and I feel like carrots are going to be a smash hit. Could try a totally different vegetable. Not really sure what. Hadn't really thought of it, but you know, this is a whole bed. It's endless ideas. All right, embarrassed to show you, but the bed, I never made it up today. It's just been one of those days. Just getting ready to shut the windows. Sun is starting to hang a little low. Okay, so I know the lighting isn't the best. You got this really brightness behind me. Sorry, but let's get to it. Quickly get this knocked out and done. Good morning. Really big day today. My dad is coming into town I had to clean up the entire house because I'm that person. I want the floors vacuumed. I don't want dust. I want everything looking nice for visitors. All right, so we're just gonna start today in something pretty basic, pretty simple. I have these really nice trouser type pants. I have them linked below, and then this sage green tank top. Now I was worried about this tank top because I accidentally put it in the dryer. It's a linen tank top that you're supposed to let like air dry, but it was in the dryer at medium heat. It did shrink up a little bit, but it actually isn't too bad. Like I have it tucked in, and from what I can tell, it's not too like wonky shaped, but definitely be careful with H&M. Read their care labels because a lot of their stuff is hand wash only or line dry. So this linen tank top is one of my favorites. It's the prettiest green color, but of course, it has some extra care it needs for it, so. Helpful tip, a lot of the lids on these pans, water will creep in and you can sometimes see it on the other side of it. So every once in a while, always loosen up the cap, shake it a little bit, and if you see water dripping out, you know that there's been water trapped in it. You could even, if you had a down day, go through and unscrew all of the lid little holders off, clean them all, dry them up, clean the lids really well, then put the little holder back on. You not have to worry about it, but just something to point out that I think a lot of people don't notice until there's like a ton of water in it. Then they don't know really like what to do and why it's doing that. But just easily twist this back tight. And I like even like my really expensive, which this is a pretty pricey cooking dish, but let me grab the other one. Even my big cast iron one, this comes off and you could change it out, and you know, depending if you have it sitting in a sink full of water, water could get underneath that. So every once in a while, just always check these things to make sure nothing's festering under it. Because I think that's one of the biggest things everyone wants, is to have like clean, safe, healthy environment, especially for cooking. But if you don't realize it, something like this, having water trapped under there for extended period of times, going in from hot to cold, and then underneath a cabinet or somewhere where it could be dark, that will create mold and other things that just you don't really want in your food, in your cooking area, or anything like that. So just a little tip of the day. There we go, all clean except for that water bottle. Something that I do want to do eventually is have somewhere to put those. We used to put them up there, but it felt way too like college days, and we're a little bit too old for that. It's mainly just wines, so maybe I'll start drinking wine again. I do have a few already right there in the fridge that I need to crack into. The goal is also to someday have these out of here. If we ever remodeled the kitchen, we would actually extend the cabinets down one more set. So it'd be like another like 2-door system like this, top and bottom, and have something right here, but instead of a gap in the middle, have it like a complete cabinet possibly from ceiling to floor, and then we could keep all the appliances on that end, and maybe like Tupperware and stuff like that. I was cleaning in the kitchen and I was able to notice something over here, and you guys, I think we got some beans. Look at them. And we got another one coming in right here. Oh my goodness. And look, here's one. Very happy. So I'm gonna give these guys a little bit of a drink this morning. Or actually, I might wait and do it around lunchtime. All right, so I am actually getting ready to wind down for the night. Louis is back there munching, so if you hear any noises, it's him. But yeah, so today's been busy. I'm a little bit exhausted, actually. I feel like I've done quite a bit. I've noticed, I think it's because of this whole pandemic, but we like fully stuck by the rules and never went out. And still to this day, we don't go out often. So whenever I do go somewhere, so having my family over and spending half the day entertaining them here at the house, and then we went and grabbed lunch and ate outside, and just I think that all that, then coming back home, entertaining them a little bit longer, and then they ended up leaving and running to the grocery store to pick up a few things they needed, and they went back to their hotel to go swim in the outdoor pool. That bit of entertaining outdoor for lunch and then coming back home and entertaining, I am so drained and exhausted, and I kind of feel dizzy from it. Like it feels like I'm kind of like overloaded. But this, and I truly think it's because of the whole pandemic and just forcing myself to go from being very social to suddenly never going out, but maybe like one time here and there. Because the last time we went out as a family, Bryce, Holly, and I, we went to Destin. I feel like it was in the last vlog. We went out to eat for brunch, and then I had to make a return, and he had to make a return. Just that little bit of social outing wore me out so much. I mean, you can even see my bags under my eyes. But that social outing from the last vlog, just half a day, had me so wore out. I came home, I had a migraine, I had to lay down, I took a soak, and I was just out of it. And that's how I feel right now. So yeah, I'm really drained, really out of it right now. Probably gonna take a soak. I am trying to decide. I have all these lovely bath bombs over here. I have tons of them from Buff City. I even have these like miniature bath bombs. They are actually the kids ones, but Holly is for some reason not into bath bombs all of a sudden. She was always into them, and then we bought her these and she says she's not into them anymore. So I could take a miniature bath bomb, or I could do a giant adult size one.